INSEAD's MBA was founded in 2003. The people who come on the program very often have senior management positions. They may well have families and are unable to leave where they currently live to spend an extended period on campus as a residential student. So INSEAD came up with the EMBA as a way of enabling this population.
Clearly one of the attractive things about doing an executive MBA as opposed to the full-time MBAs, it's not full-time, it's part-time. First of all, you're able to continue to earn an income while you're studying, but secondly, you can apply the things that you're learning into your context immediately.
The real advantage of the MBA for me has been the direct application of what I'm learning, immediately into my job.
At the beginning, you're a bit skeptical, but in fact, from the very first module, you learn and you go back to work and you're already applying what you've learned. And it's amazing how much you actually apply.
When you get back to your office after a module, you're kind of got a new approach, which I think widens your scope on a day-to-day basis. And you think, well, what I've been doing all the time like this, well, in fact, I could maybe do it a little bit differently. I could maybe apply some of the theory that I've learned in my MBA.
Our EMBA program has two main classes, or two main programs, if you will. The Gemba is based in Fontainebleau in Singapore. It's what we call our global EMBA, but it tends to reach out more to the European diaspora and in Southeast Asia. Our Tiemba is through a partnership with Tsinghua University, and it's based mostly in Beijing and in Singapore. It addresses more the needs of those people who will be living and working in the Asian context, and particularly within China or with China. The other attractive part about the Tiemba is that, of course, it is a dual degree. People receive a degree from INSEAD, of course, but also from Tsinghua.
INSEAD has set up a platform where people from many different countries can come together in this environment, creating a place where people can experiment, where they can learn to communicate with one another in a neutral space.
Every single participant coming from a different industry, in a different position, very senior level most often in their companies. And so this makes the program very, very diverse and very, very global in outlook.
Being able to travel to Shanghai, having a course in Abu Dhabi, having a course in France, having a course in Singapore and Beijing as well, it really gives us access to the high growth areas in the world.
I guess it helps you develop some insights, into cultures and ways of working that you just wouldn't develop in a more single geography-based sort of school.
So the discussion by this guy who inherits his book. My teaching is very interactive. It is case method type teaching. Given that the students have vast experience, we are trying to get many of them to share with us their experience, and it is the role of the faculty to really facilitate the discussion using the cases that we have.
I think the breadth of experience in the professors is always very impressive. They take what appears to be an abstract theory and then help you apply it in as near to the real world as you can really get.
People do MBAs because they want to build management excellence, management competence. But an MBA needs to be more than that. In particular, an EMBA needs to develop people's leadership skills. The only way you can really do this is by practicing self-awareness, by understanding a little bit more about your own style.
You're in a safe place. You're with a peer group who are also looking to achieve some form of self-discovery in order to improve their own leadership potential so that they better understand themselves and ultimately achieve some sort of personal growth that enables them to propel themselves further in their careers as they go forward.
The LDP also allows you after, in my particular case, after a decade of work experience, to get back into kind of thinking about, well, what is my leadership style and what it should be.
It's about getting the right people who can help you to overcome that weakness in the greater scheme of things.
Talking through some of the challenges that you face in your kind of personal and work life is really quite interesting and forces you to examine things in a way that you might not do otherwise.
I think this program is essential. I think it's opened up a lot of doors. I think it's just with the alumni for both Tsinghua and INSEAD, it's amazing.
I have learned a lot, not just in terms of knowledge, but in terms of learning how to learn.
It's been able to give me much clearer decision-making skills.
It gives you time to reflect and think about, put these new things into the context of the business you do yourself.
My approach to thinking about a particular problem or a space has widened very considerably.
The insights that I got here at INSEAD, they were very important for our firm to develop.
I'm more productive and I'm a better professional and I'm much more able, I think, to be able to meet the ambitions I fixed myself.
INSEAD opens your mind. I never thought of doing a lot of business with Asia. I discovered a new world.
Through our faculty, through our hands-on LDP process, through our fantastic alumni, the program is about quality. It's about bringing them the best education over a reasonable period of time in order to strengthen their managerial competence and their leadership abilities. And I think if people are interested in quality education, INSEAD MBA is the place to be.